Hey bakers, welcome back to the Cookbook Club. Today we're continuing our journey through King Arthur Baking Company's The All-Purpose Baker's Companion. We are on recipe number 3 out of 4. Today we're making carrot cake. Yeah, this is going to be amazing. There's a lot of different ways to make carrot cake, and I'll tell you about some of the decisions we made for this one. I think it's going to be tasty. Welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. So, do you like carrot cake? Because it's one of my favorites, right? Carrot cake is kind of interesting because it can be different between the North and the South, right? The South tends to put shredded coconut, pineapple, lots of nuts, maybe raisins, right? And in the North, it tends to be a little plainer. Well, except for the frog commissary, right? I made that carrot cake, and that actually felt like it was a meat pie because there was so much in there. They give you a lot of different options, and we chose a really basic one. We're going to do just nuts. We're not going to do coconut or pineapple. We're just doing the basics, right? So if you're brand new to the Amy Learns to Cook channel, we pick a cookbook every single month for the Cookbook Club, and we cook out of it every single week. So we do 4 recipes a month out of the book. This month, there was 5 weeks, so I took last week off, right? In preparation for Thanksgiving. I had a lot of stuff to do with a little thing we got going on. We're going to be moving the show soon. Plus, we went to a Black Friday sale, and I'll tell you about that. So I took last week off, right? So are you guys ready to make a carrot cake? Oh, the other changes I'm going to make is I'm allergic to dairy. This cake doesn't have any dairy in it, so it's great for the non-dairy folks. I can't have the cream cheese frosting, so we're going to be doing a simple buttercream. Sorry, Eric.
Well, it's still dairy in the sense it's butter. But it's not
The cake isn't dairy.
No.
So if you wanted to make a dairy-free frosting where you're using just all shortening, you can do that. We're making a buttercream. So, but I can't have the cream cheese. So let me grab my ingredients. Okay, so carrot cake. We got all our ingredients. We're going to be using the KitchenAid Artisan, and with the glass bowl and the flex edge pita. We're going to go ahead and put some eggs in here. And we're going to beat these eggs. And we're going to drizzle the oil in while this is mixing. Woo!
Yeah, calm down.
Woo, woo, woo. We're going to add some pure vanilla extract. And we're going to gradually add the sugar. Just gradually, and let that beat in. That's kind of interesting, huh? So are you all ready for Thanksgiving?
Turkey's still frozen.
Yeah, hopefully it'll thaw out. We got some flour here. I'm going to put some baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, and fresh ground nutmeg. We're going to go ahead and stir this up. I'm going to put my little splatter shield on here because I don't want to make my world a hot little mess. Put it on stir. We're going to gradually add this in here. really want my beater blade instead. My beater blade pouring shield. I'm giving KitchenAid's pouring shield a try. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and lift the head here. I'm going to give it a little scrape because, of course, I managed to get flour all over the place. Boo.
Gravity is cleaning your beater, though.
Yeah. So I have a bunch of, so if you want this recipe, you got to get the cookbook, right? And it'll be linked down in the description. So I'm going to put a bunch of finely grated carrot. Thank you, Boo.
Yeah, Boo used the side of the box thing instead of the big ones. I used the little ones.
I'm going to put in some chopped walnuts.
Oh.
So this is where you have a little things you can play with. You can put in coconut and pineapple. You can put raisins. You can do whatever you want, right? Now let's get the pans. Okay, so King Arthur wants us to use 3. So this is a triple layer carrot cake. They want us to use 3 8-inch cake pans. And the easy way to make sure that you get the same amount of batter in each pan, so you get the easiest easy pour, and they all bake at the same time, right? Is we're going to weigh this batter out. And I know some people are going to say that I'm picky, but hey.
We're weighing. We're not doing a recipe by weight.
No.
We're just pouring it and going to divide it by 3.
So I'm going to do this. I'm tearing this out. I put it in another bowl here. And I'm doing grams just so I get even number. I'm going to go ahead and pour this batter into this bowl so we get a total weight. This is orange batter.
Well, the batter was tan to start with. It changed.
It's going to be a carrot cake, all right? It's orange.
Well, yeah, if you don't like carrots, then you don't eat this. If you like carrots, I don't know. Chow it down. I don't think they were shy about the amount of carrots in here.
No. So we have 1570. Four. $78. Okay, so I'm gonna take, we need 526 in each one of those. So I have a greased 8-inch cake pan here. I'm gonna tear it out. Okay, so we're gonna go 526. Just 527.
Oh no.
Come on, scale. Okay, so these are going to go into the oven, and we have to make some buttercream. But these have to bake and totally cool. So when these are done, we'll be back. Okay, so it is officially the next day because
you're wearing a different outfit.
Yeah. We let those cakes cool down. I got wrapped up in a Christmas movie, and next thing you know, it's the next day, right? So we're going to make the buttercream. And like I said, we're not making the classic cream cheese frosting for this because obviously I can't have the cream cheese. So we're just making a very classic buttercream. This is out of this book. I'm making a triple batch because it is a triple layer cake, and I want to make sure that we have enough. Because Eric usually has this habit of dipping his little finger into it.
Oh, you're going to blame it on me?
So you want to get your butter nice and fluffy. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt in here, a couple pinches. And we have some vanilla extract.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where's my vanilla beans or a paste? I like that stuff.
Yeah. We used the vanilla paste and Eric got like hooked on that stuff. Okay, so don't be shocked when you see this. This is not diet food, right? Buttercream is probably the most shocking because it's butter and it's a lot of sugar. So I have a bunch of confectioner sugar. I'm actually going to start this off. I'm using this glass bowl. So my favorite beater does not work on this glass bowl. My favorite, shoot. Let me do a little scrapey poo on here. Scrapey.
One low speed. Low, very low.
Whoop, this is where I need the splatter guard. Whoop! Okay, so let me put this on here to keep my little world from blowing up here. We do need to cook Thanksgiving in here. So I don't want to have to clean up a giant mess before all that cooking.
That's okay. House cleaner Eva. Whoa. It's still making a mess. Okay, it's making progress.
Let me do a little scrapey doodle. Okay, so when you're making buttercream, one of the issues is getting the consistency right for how you're going to frost. And not all applications are going to use the same consistency. That's just how it is. So I'm going to let this go for a few minutes, and then I'm going to usually you might put a little heavy cream or milk in there. I can't have that. So I'm going to be putting some almond milk in there. You won't know the difference. So let's make us some buttercream. Okay, so this is fluffing up really nicely.
Fluffy.
When you taste homemade buttercream, so many people are used to eating frosting out of the can. When you start making buttercream, you leave that can alone. Because this tastes like true buttery.
Oh, yeah, it's the real deal.
So to me, this is a little stiff. Because I want it to be like really spreadable, right? So I'm going to go ahead and start putting a little bit of, you put milk, I'm putting almond milk, right? If you thin it out too much, just throw a little more powdered sugar in there.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. Ay. Look at that beauty. Is that?
How's it taste? Might have to adjust the recipe.
It's fucking good. Did I say that?
Do I not get to inspect it? Because you might.
Hold on, not yet. It's not the perfect consistency.
Well,
Spreadable. Is that spreadable on a cake?
it's
Yeah.
spreadable on my tongue.
Okay. You don't need to go to a fancy bakery. You got it right here. So let me go grab the cakes. Okay, so if your cakes come out of the oven with a little bit of a dome on it, we want to get rid of that dome for the bottom 2 layers because we want it to sit flat. The top layer, you can cut it off or you can leave it. If you want a little dome to the top of your cake, or if you want it flat, depending on if you're going to decorate it, it's just a personal style, right? So I don't know if you can see this, but there's slightly a dome here. There's all these things out there like cake levelers and all this. I just use a bread knife and I just take it and I cut right along here. This cake is kind of greasy.
Kind of.
There's a lot of oil in it. And so it's not cutting quite easy.
It's a little crumbly.
Yeah, it's a little like, not mushy, but mushy.
I mean, it looks good.
This one's fairly flat. So this is where I can give my confession. As you can see, this one is slightly different color. That's because when I made the first batch, I didn't exactly, so it's sort of, one of them sort of stuck in the pan. So I remade a half recipe.
And that's all we have left, because it was pretty tasty.
Yeah. So that's why it's slightly different color, probably because it's not measured exactly the same.
So when they tell you let it rest in the pan for 10 minutes,
Do that.
10 minutes isn't 8, 6, or 5. Do a full 10 minutes.
Now it's time for that stage that you all know I don't like to do, and that's it's time to stack them. Okay, my second difficulty in making cakes is doing this. So if you are a professional cake decorator, just keep in mind that I'm not, right? So we have a little glue on here to keep it from sliding around. We're going to take our first layer and we're going to put it on it. I'll put links to all this because I love this cake stand. It's amazing. And this is like a cake board, but it's made out of plastic, so you can just wash it. You don't have to keep buying cake stands. I mean, cake boards. And so we're going to go ahead. I can't find my shorter palette knife. That's what's causing this. Plus, I didn't decrumb it. Oh, well. Don't make fun, Eric.
No, I'm not. I'm just glad I'm not the one doing it. It's easier to wash dishes. Less responsibility.
I don't want to go through the trouble making a crumb layer because this is a house cake and it's going to be gone fast as we make it, right? Just putting these around here so I keep my board clean. Okay. Layer number 2. I didn't do that layer, the buttercream, too thick because it ends up being a lot of frosting. Eric's got a lot to say.
No, I'm just saying that you can't really manhandle it because it will rip apart. Then you're going to need more buttercream to glue it back together.
The one not doing it is usually the one with the most to say.
I'm just saying be careful. You're a perfectionist, and it's about to go Titanic on you. That's all.
Okay, now I'm going to have to worry about crumbs.
Oh, because the top one. All right.
Let me grab a brush. Okay, so I got this little brush here, and I'm just going to brush off these excess crumbs so they don't end up totally in the frosting. So a lot of times you'll put a crumb coat and throw that baby into the fridge, and that crumb coat hardens up, so when you do your final coat, it's nice and crumb-free. But just act like I did that right. This frosting feels it's like a little rough. Not sure.
I mean, I can take the frosting off your hands, Amy.
Yeah, I bet. It's not a smooth texture to it. I don't know why. This is a house cake, so it's getting house frosting. You could leave it like this and do it naked on the side.
Okay.
Okay, so here's our cake. I did a thin coating on this because I don't necessarily want a sugar bomb. But if you want to load it up, there's plenty in there to load it up. I scraped it thin around the edges because I don't want that much frosting. I don't want it to put me to sleep or make me bounce off the walls. So, what do you think, Boo? You ready for a piece?
Sure.
Of carrot cake?
Now, don't go cheap on me.
Oh, Lord, I got a huge piece for you.
Thank you.
Whoa! Oh, you like that?
I like that. I like it better if you give it to me.
There you go. It's looking good. This looks better without all that frosting.
Okay. Hey.
That's the inside. Looking mighty good. Dun, 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 dun. That's a huge freaking piece. Dun, 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 dun. Looking mighty good. And we have a guest here in the house, so we'll see if you want a piece that big.
Thank you.
I think I want a smaller piece, which is not too much smaller. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that, baby.
I mean, I think I can give a spoiler alert. This is kind of tasty.
Oh my God.
Is it kind of tasty, boo-boo? Homemade carrot cake, right? We have our King Arthur all-purpose baker's companion. Let's see what the peanut gallery has to say about the cake.
I'm down for cake. Buy the book.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good cake.
Duncan Hines ain't got anything on this.
No way. The buttercream is good thinner to me because it's not so buttercream overpowering it. It's good with the walnuts.
The walnuts are there.
It's nice and moist. It's not dry.
You can see the carrots, but it's not like they're clogging you up or anything.
If you want to go the more substantial way,
Got the raisins.
put the coconut, raisins, and pineapple. That's too much to me. This is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
This, my bakers, is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
King Arthur Baking Company, you get a thumbs up with this cake. Thumbs way up. Links will be down in the description for this book and all the fun stuff I use to make this cake. Make it. You're going to love it. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.